Hey everyone, welcome back to Sport Lab, your ultimate stop for deep dives into the biggest football matches around the world. Today, we're talking about Chelsea's hard-fought 1-0 win over Everton at Stamford Bridge. A crucial win that keeps their Champions League hopes alive. Let's get straight into it.
Big win, congratulations. What pleased you most about the performance?
Yeah, first of all, I think the 3 points that at this stage of the season is very important. The performance, I think, first half we dominate, we create chances, we didn't concede nothing. Second half we drop a little bit, but it's part of the game. I think we defend well when we needed to defend, and we attack quite well when we need to attack. So I think overall it was a good game, 3 points, and we are happy.
You said before the game that today you needed to be strong in your duels. Did you prove how crucial that was with the goal?
Yeah, absolutely. The goal came from a pressing. We won the ball back, and it's important.
Couple of big saves from your goalkeeper Sanchez throughout the game as well. He is a player that sometimes gets scrutinised. How pleased are you to see him put in a performance like that?
Very happy. He deserved, to be honest, because, as you said, probably in the last weeks he received some critics that is not good, and you can see also how the teammates at the end they celebrate with him because he deserved that. You
were sat at the back row of the press box to watch the game. It didn't look like the best view. How did you find it?
No, the view was okay. The view was okay. Probably if you sit where I was sitting, you can see that the view was good.
With all the teams that are in the mix, along with Chelsea, to try and qualify for the Champions League, what's it going to take now to ensure that you achieve that target?
It's 4 games to go, game by game. I said already many times, when you win a game, you see yourself there and you are happy. If you don't win, you don't see yourself there and you are upset. It's how we manage the emotion until the end. The important thing is that we are there.
Can you use this game as momentum now?
Yeah. I think also the last game against Fulham was a good one, but overall, for sure, now we need to win some more games.
Thanks, Enzo.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There, he said the view was good. I guess the view's always good when you win, though, Peter.
Yeah, exactly right. I don't think he would have liked that at all, you know, as most managers wouldn't. But yeah, he's happy with the view, and it wasn't the best. I'll be honest with you. I've sat there many a time, and it's not the best of views from there.
How much did he need that today, Karen, to ease a bit of pressure? Because even though they won against Fulham, there was discontent among the fans. They had to come back from it. And even though before that they reached a European semi-final, they were jeered off at the end.
Yeah, I mean, particularly at home here, that good performance, a clean sheet, I think it just lifted the mood a little bit. So the team couldn't have done any more. I mean, he couldn't do any more. I mean, he could only do so much anyway. But I think it's a really positive day for Chelsea. Look, Everton are a difficult team. You know, they really, really are. So I think it's a really good day for Chelsea. But they've got to keep going. It's not over yet.
Getting more minutes into Lavia, I think, is a good shout as well. I thought Edmund Caicedo as well looked fantastic today, and shout to Trevor Chalobah as well. Must have, you know, kind of indifferent. He's had to go out and earn his stripes and come back here, and I thought he was Chelsea's best defender today.
How do we see that top 5 battle now then? Do you think Chelsea are still the outsiders?
It's a difficult one. I mean, before today, yeah, I thought they would come unstuck today, potentially a draw or something, and then they might feel like they're out of it. But I still fancy Manchester City, Nottingham Forest, and Newcastle to be there. But I think it's the biggest fight we've got in the league now. You know, the league title's wrapped up. You know, the relegated teams are done, and this is the battle that we'll all be watching.
That Chelsea Newcastle game.
It's huge, isn't it? That's on TNT Sports as well. So we're looking forward to being there for that one.
Just drop that in there as well. So, no, I think that's a big game for them, really. Well, obviously, we know that, but I think that's the one I'll be looking at, because then it's that character, the mentality again for Chelsea, and see if they can do it.
And I get to qualify for the Champions League next season. How big and important does that win feel?
Yeah, for sure. We know now every game is a final. Today we play at home. We came last week. We do a good comeback and we win confident. I think today we have a massive opportunity to have another 3 points and we do it.
Nicholas, your goal turned out to be the winner. Was the key taking that shot early?
Yeah, it was a very good goal. Very happy to be back. It was I had like 2 of that, and the third one I say I'm gonna hit it, and then when I hit it, hopefully it went in.
Yeah, you've not long been back from injury, but that's your first goal since December, your first goal this calendar year. How good does it feel to get back on the score sheet?
Yeah, very good. Everybody knows from injury it's not easy, but now my body feels good, and I'm coming back to my level, so I'm very happy that we win. That's the most important.
Mark, it's your 100th Chelsea appearance, and you get to celebrate it with a clean sheet as well as the victory. What did you make of the team's performance defensively today?
No, I think we know that it's very important. They are physicality, very tough. But today we ran all together, we fight like a team, and I think we deserve this win.
A couple of huge saves from your goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez, as well. What did you make of his performance, and how important was he?
Yeah, for sure. I think now everyone is important. Doesn't matter if you start or you came to the bench. I think today was very important. He made a good save. It's very important for him as well, because he wins confidence, and now it's like a team effort. We need to stay all of them in, and everyone is necessary in this team.
You guys have grown to know these Chelsea fans very well, and they demand this team to be back at the top. Do you need Champions League football for the fans to consider this season a success?
Of course, for the players, for the fans, everybody. That's our dream. I think I've never played it, so hopefully next year we play. We're still fighting. It's not done yet, so now we just move to the next one and try to fight for that spot.
Tough run of fixtures to come to end the season, Mark. How important does this win feel now that you've got those 3 points on the board, particularly with other Champions League contenders playing in the FA Cup this weekend?
Yeah, for sure. I think now every game is important. Every ball is important. Today we give everything into the pitch. Now we have another important game on Thursday. We want to play one final this season. So first we need to think about this, because we have another important games.
Well done today, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Minutes to manage the rest of the game for a young team. Last week they came back as well. So the last 2 weeks you've really seen different side to Chelsea, and one they're going to have to hold on to and keep doing that towards the back end if they're going to make that Champions League spot.
How much of a message does that send to the other teams, Peter? Because they've played first, some of the teams are in FA Cup action.
Yeah, I think a few of the sides have been watching this and picked it out as a potential banana skin for them, because it was, Everton it would have been for them to soak up the pressure, the crowd to get on them. That's how I thought the game was going to go. I thought obviously getting the goal and then being able to defend it was good. They had their nervy moments, and they had to rely on their goalkeeper at times, because I thought Everton gave it a really good go. But the win was the most important thing and puts them right in amongst it now.
They're not going anywhere, Karen.
No, they're certainly not. Like I said, it's that resilience and the mentality now, and that's something you're probably looking at a young team and a manager. His first time in the Premier League as well. Can he get this group to do it at the business end of the season? But like I said, the last couple of weeks have certainly showed it.
Do you think the fans will have seen enough in the whole performance today, Peter, to get them more back on side?
Yeah, I think so. Like I say, there's a frustration around the ground. We could smell it today at the start, and that's why I think probably more credit needs to go to the players and to the managers, because they didn't let that kind of outside noise affect them. They did what they were supposed to do, and I think in the two wingers they've got real danger, man. I think Madueke, every time you got the ball, I think keep giving it to him. I think it was Patterson's second Premier League start this season, and it kind of showed against Madueke, because he can do it against anyone. I think he was the real danger.
Well, let's have a look at how Nicholas Jackson got that crucial goal, Karen. He said in the interview he had those opportunities before.
Yeah. I mean, look, brilliant from Chelsea to win it back, because I think it's poor from Beto and a hold-up play. But what he does, like he said in his interview, one touch and took the opportunity. Look, you're in a bit of a funnel press, so they're putting you in there, and they give it away, Everton, and you're going to get punished. There's the pass straight into him, first touch, and outside the box finish, and that was what he learnt. The first of the opportunities, he probably took too many touches. This time he was clinical, took the shot early, and they gave it to him quick, and that was it really. Nice
for Enzo Fernandez. He's playing slightly higher with Palmer, because Caicedo was able to come into kind of that almost like a box midfield with Lavia in there, so it kind of freed Fernandez up to get a little bit further forward, which I think he enjoys.
The first time we've seen him score from outside the box in the Premier League as well, Peter. Is that something he should be working on to try and do more often?
I don't know. I played in the Premier League for 15 years and didn't work on it, so I'm sure he'll be okay. I didn't score many from outside the box, but he can do it. That's the thing. I think in and around the box certainly will be his bread and butter. But when he's shown strikes like that, he can certainly shoot from outside the box more.
He entered that goal drought. Cole Palmer today didn't, Karen. Now 17 games for him. What did you think of his overall game though today?
I did try and keep a close eye on him. He did look frustrated. Even when he came to the bench, he looked frustrated. I thought at times the team didn't give it to him enough quicker when he was in certain spaces, particularly in that number 10 position, because he gets into such good areas to hurt them. I don't think they give it to him quick enough. So look, he did a job for the team today. This was a team performance. Ultimately, you want your star players to shine, but with so many games left and they're so important, this is about the team, and the team did the job, and he was part of that team today.
They need the two players firing. I think Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson are way out in front with the goal scoring and the assists as well. Obviously, Cole, again, another frustrating day for him, you'd have to say. But Nicholas Jackson amongst the goals again. If you're going to fire yourself into the Champions League, you need those two players. And obviously, Nicholas Jackson's managed to shake that off today.
What did you think of the way Robert Sanchez has responded to a lot of the criticism he has had this season, Karen, to step up with two match-winning saves?
I mean, they were unbelievable, really. When you get criticised, you have to put in the performances and try and quieten that sound. And he absolutely did. I mean, this was quickly taken again, but a great, strong arm there. It was quick from Beto to take the opportunity. See it here, but he was quick to move his feet, quick to get down there, and it's a strong palm away.
I don't think he can do a lot more, really, Beto. It's a fantastic strike right in the corner, and it's a magnificent save. But there is a player in there with Beto. Just feel like he
showed what he can do
when
there.
He can, yeah. And this one here, it comes, obviously he's going on the way. I think Dwight McNeil just doesn't quite get up. He's probably a little bit too high for him, but he gets a little bit more contact on that. And so, because when Sanchez is going the other way, it's so hard for a goalkeeper to react like that. I think he gets a little bit more on that, and this was in the back of the net. But today was Sanchez's day.
He was dropped in February, recalled in March. Are there still a lot of concerns though about how shaky, I guess, he can look at times?
I mean, I don't want to be too harsh on him because he's played absolutely brilliant today, but if you're asking me if Chelsea have the aspirations to go to where Chelsea fans want them to be, I'm not sure he's the goalkeeper to get them there to win Premier League titles, Champion League titles. But today he was brilliant and he did his job today, but future, I'm not sure he'll be the one, and I still think they'll be looking in the transfer market.
Do you agree?
Yeah, potentially. I think you know what it did today, though. You did watch him grow in confidence. I think those two saves, because even the corners and the free kicks and the crosses that they were coming under pressure towards the end from Everton, he came out and he claimed them really, really confidently. So I'm hoping, he's definitely got the ability to be the number one goalkeeper. It's just about the confidence without doing the world of good today.
Do you think sometimes it takes one game like that? It can change the whole course of your fortune?
No, I genuinely think that. Yeah, I mean, he got man of the match today, didn't he? And I think the fans have acknowledged the fact that he's cost them at times this season, but today he's definitely won them 3 points.
One player the fans really acknowledged when he went off was Noni Madueke. He started on the left today for the first time for Chelsea. Did you enjoy watching him there, Karen?
I did, but I feel like Crouchy did more, so I'm going to pass it to you. You were loving him.
No,
so.
Do you know what? I just feel like he can be unplayable at times, and I think Neto on the other side as well. They've got great options in those areas, with Sancho on the bench as well. But for me, I felt Patterson, it was a really difficult game for him because obviously with the injury to Tarkowski, O'Brien goes into the centre of defence, and I think he can do it against anyone, but for Patterson's only second start of the season, I think it was a difficult one, because even here you see where Ashley Cole come on, it's different personnel, but again, it doesn't matter who's against. I think he can.
Do you think we're going to see him more on that left side now after that performance?
I don't know. He's probably more comfortable on the right hand side, but I don't think it really matters which side he plays. I think maybe when he comes inside, maybe the finishing could potentially be better on the other side. But he showed that he can easily play there anywhere across the front.
He would have had a goal today if he was up against a different keeper, perhaps, because Pickford yet again stopped the scoreline being a few more, Karen.
Yeah, I mean, it was the goalkeeper show today a little bit at times, but yeah, like Crouch said, he's taking his opportunity. He's been given a ball. I think, like I said to you at the start of the show, I interviewed Maresca at the start of the season, and he said the way that we play, I'll always give my wingers 7 opportunities. The way that we play. So if you're patient and you take your time and the winger is really diligent to stay in those positions, you'll get 6 or 7 1v1s, and he had that today. That next element is to make the goals and the assists, but for today I thought he was really sharp, looked really good, and don't forget he's had injuries this season as well, so really strong performance from him today.
Yeah, Madueke's just got 3 Premier League assists. Is that frustrating?
Yeah, it is. I suppose that's what you're looked at to in his game, because when I've watched him here today, I just think he's complete dangerous. There's certain wingers that I played with who you just keep giving the ball. When they've got the beating of the fullback, you just keep giving it to him, and every time he got the ball, he was a real danger today.
Yeah. Jared Branthwaite had a good battle out there as well, didn't he, with Nicholas Jackson? What did you think of him today?
I really like him. Honestly, I think he's...
Scored lots of clubs, Karen.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sure Everton fans will be like, please don't show these clips and make him more touted after. But what he's done is he's a young player and he's physically grown as well, in terms of he's stronger, he's sharper. That's really clever because he kind of steps in, drops off and then wins it. But would you like to play against him?
No, you know what, he's a real class act, and I think what was interesting today with Tarkowski's injury, it was interesting to see O'Brien go in alongside him, and if you're an Everton fan, you build a team around those two. I mean, listen, I'm not undermining the job Tarkowski's done. I mean, he'll come back in and he'll certainly help them grow as players, but they're 22 and 23 years old, and I think the two good size, they're good on the ball, they're everything that you want from 2 central defenders. So as an Everton fan, I think if you're going into a new stadium, you want to build a team, I think you've got to build it around those two. You certainly don't want to lose one.
Because that's daunting for any forward line to go up against those two, just when you see the sheer size of them.
You can see even Nicholas Jackson today, right? He's a big, strong, he's a difficult customer, and I thought they dealt with him really well. I thought they both did. So if they can strengthen sort of defensively, maybe on the right hand side, and keep those two with Tarkowski as well. And of course we talk about some of the clean sheets. Pickford's been on great form, and of course they need to strengthen higher up the pitch. But I think you keep hold of those two, and you've got the basis of a real good side for next year.
Do you agree with Peter, Karen, that you build around those two? You build around Branthwaite, or the other argument, I guess, is that you sell him and you use that money that you would get to build?
I mean, it's tough, isn't it? But I always want to keep your best assets, and they're young, talented, loads of more room to grow and get better and better. So no, I always want to keep young talent. I don't want to ever sell it, because you're never guaranteed, and what you're guaranteed at the moment is getting better and better. So like Crouchy says, hold on and build a team around them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's more to come from us here at Stamford Bridge, but there's a big game sitting today.
Yeah, a little bit, but then I guess I'm boring. Easy access down to the tunnel, but I guess he's protected there. But yeah, I guess I don't know where else he'd go, though, Lynn. I'm not. Sorry.
He said they were going to show him some different options. I'm presuming one of those was in the director's box. But I mean, we had a nice
food there, though, Lynn.
Better seat, actually. He was right at the back.
Did you know what? I think he's one of those managers that kind of, you really miss being on the bench. I think barking orders. I mean, literally, he was sitting 4 or 5 rows back from us. Could hear him barking orders over the top of us to the bench. I think he would really have hated that today. He's not one of those kind of director's box managers. I think he wants to be in and about it, barking orders.
Yeah, absolutely. But not the best view. We can hear now what he made of his side's victory, though, because Enzo Maresca.
How did you find the view from the press box? It seems like you enjoyed it. Maybe got a good result from there.
No, disaster, to be honest. Yeah, it's worst. I prefer to be, on the bench. It's worst because you have to manage. You want to say something, but nobody can hear. So you have to manage a little bit. But as you said, we win the game, and yeah, we are happy.
Can you tell me a bit about how you managed it? Were you passing notes, or was there?
No, I was in contact with the bench. Next to me, there was a member of the coaching staff. That sometimes it was, spread the message with the ones on the bench.
And what do you make of the game? Well, generally, I felt like you played your best football for maybe 60 minutes or so for a long time, but maybe at the last 30 minutes you were nervous?
Yeah, I think first half we controlled the game, we dominate, we create chances, we didn't concede nothing. And then second half, I think we drop a little bit. It's part of the game. Because with first game with also 20 degrees was a little bit a weird game, but the good thing was that we were strong, nasty enough when we need to be like that. So overall, I think again we deserve to win the game and we are happy.
Kieran, hi Enzo. Can you just explain your relief that Nicholas is finally back among the goals? I mean, he looked relieved himself when celebrating.
Yeah. It's we said many times that we don't have doubt with the ones that for part of the season they struggle a little bit, like Nico, like Cole, like Robert. You know, it's the moment that you have to support them even more. Nico finally found the goal today. Hopefully Cole soon can score goals, but I think Cole's performance today was very good. Sacrifice, he was pressing well. So it's just a matter of time for all of them, and for sure they're going to help us.
And you mentioned Robert, you know, when he makes a mistake he can get absolutely hammered. So credit where it's due. He probably won that match as much as anyone for a couple of the good saves he made.
Yeah, and you can see the teammates how they celebrate with him also at the end of the game. But you can see that the teammates, the team, they know that for Robert has not been a good moment, and so they try to support him and to help him.
Peter?
What did you make of Romeo Lavia's performance today in midfield? I think we could see the difference he makes playing through the lines.
I spent one entire season with Romeo when I was at under 23 at City, so I know Romeo very well. Romeo is, for us, it's like Reece. They are both top players. The only shame for us is that unfortunately, we need to manage them. We need to protect them. But no doubt that Chelsea with Reece and Romeo, it's a better team.
Is he quite a unique player in terms of his profile in the group?
Yeah, when he's fit, he's one of the best midfielders because he can defend very well, he can attack, he break the line, the pass between the line, it's unbelievable. He's very good, and hopefully we can have him until the end of the season.
Malik?
Trevor Chalobah was excellent today. He's had a strange season given he left and he came back. I mean, how pleased are you that you had that chance to bring him back in January?
But I think Trev, since he's back with us in January, he's doing very, very well. He's playing game, he's helping us, he's defending when he needs to defend, he's also building from the back when we need him, so he's able to do that, and we are very happy with Trev.
You brought him back because you had a few injuries at that time, and a lot of those players are fit again now, but he's still starting ahead of them. Has he played a bigger role than you were expecting?
No, honestly, no, because I know that he can help us. Unfortunately, Wes Fofana is the other one that is out, but for sure we were no doubt that Trev was helping us.
Liam?
Hi, Enzo. It seems like certainly for the first hour the team was recognising the right moments to attack a bit quicker, including for the goal where maybe Everton were a bit more open. Is that part of the balance that you're trying to help them find of when to be patient and when to go?
Yeah, we're going to be better and better because the players, they're going to understand better and better how to play different games. We said many times that against teams that they press higher, there are more space and we can attack quick. Against teams that they defend the low block, it's more difficult, but we need to learn that. And for sure, this is the reason why I said many times that the fans, they have to trust us because this team is going to be better and better. It's a journey, they're going to learn things. And the goal, as you said, the goal also, it's easy to attack quick because it's from goal kick pressing. So in the moment that you recover the ball, the first option is always in front, and was a good goal. Yeah.
Do two more questions, Ryan and Rob.
Enzo, obviously after the late goal against Fulham and then to win 1-0 today, what does that say about the mentality of your team? Because you're at the stage of the season now where 3 points is all that matters, no matter how you get them. So to grind out them results, how pleased are you with that mentality?
Very pleased with the mentality. I think the second half against Fulham, the reaction was fantastic. For sure today also we start the game in the same way. As you said, at this stage of the season, the result is important, is the main thing. But for us also the way it's important. So we try, I think today we won the game, but for most part of the game, I think, was our team on the ball and off the ball. And this is, in this moment, also important for us.
Rob?
With Robert, do you think this could be the moment that turns his Chelsea career around? Because it has been such a difficult few months for him. But this was a match-winning
performance today. Do you think this could be the moment that we will look back on as the moment that changed everything?
But Robert had already many good moments this season. Just the one that now is Tottenham. If you remember at home, we were winning 1-0, and 90 minutes he did a great save. So he had good. It's normal that as a human being, you always remember the bad things and not the good things. So about Robert, probably we remember just the mistake, but also he had some very good moment with us. So hopefully he can continue until the end.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chelsea knew they had to capitalise with other top four rivals busy in FA Cup action, and they did just that. After a cagey start, Nicholas Jackson finally ended his 13-match Premier League goal drought, firing Chelsea ahead with a brilliant strike from outside the box, his first from range since joining the Blues. It was a composed finish, sparked by Enzo Fernandez's pass and a clever turn to beat Pickford. Chelsea dominated possession and created chances, with Noni Madueke forcing Jordan Pickford into a couple of great saves. Jackson thought he had a second goal later on, but it was ruled out for offside after a rebound from Marc Cucurella's shot. Everton threatened late after David Moyes made a triple substitution, bringing on Dwight McNeil, Youssef Chermiti, and Ashley Young. McNeil came closest to equalising, but Robert Sanchez pulled off a sensational save to preserve Chelsea's lead. Heroes at both ends for Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson finally stepped up when Chelsea needed him most, showing the sharpness and killer instinct that's been missing since December. Meanwhile, at the other end, Robert Sanchez produced one of the saves of the season, denying McNeil in the 87th minute, to ensure Chelsea took all 3 points. With Cole Palmer struggling for form lately, Jackson's display as the attacking focal point came at the perfect time. Chelsea now move up to 5th, just 1 point behind Manchester City, and set their sights on Djurgården in the UEFA Conference League semi-finals before facing Liverpool in a huge Premier League clash. Everton struggles. Without James Tarkowski for the first time in 111 matches, Everton's defensive structure wobbled. Beto's error in possession led directly to Chelsea's goal, and despite some late pressure, they couldn't find the finishing touch. The Toffees will be desperate to bounce back against Ipswich next week as they try to finish the season strong. So Chelsea stay firmly in the hunt for a top 4 finish, but will Nicholas Jackson's goal be the spark that powers them into the Champions League spots? And can Everton steady the ship after a rocky week? Let us know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe for more top football content, and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching Sport Lab. We'll catch you in the next one.